Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. My name is Martin Guerrero with the Square Community Affairs team, and today we're talking all forms of payment and point of sale system, right? So, for most folks, when they think of point of sale, it's usually going to think of um, something like this, right? Something on the counter where someone is going to into a brick and mortar location, handing over a card or tapping, swiping, or dipping a credit card in person, right? And that's true. That is what a point of sale can do for you. But in today's session, really want to talk about just all the different ways that you can take payments and not necessarily thinking about it just one way. Like the countertop device here, we do have many different pieces of hardware for countertop, for mobile, on the go, just on your phone, and we'll talk about some of those here. But really, today it's all about just the mindset of taking all different types of payments, because in today's business world, right, you have to, in order to not miss a sale, you definitely want to be able to take multiple forms of payment. And so if you're familiar with Square, you may recognize this little white reader here that maybe you've had your card swiped on or maybe even used yourself. This reader still solves the most critical need of any business, which is having the ability to make the sale. This has, we started in 2009, and this has long been a staple of our hardware. But as technology progresses, things improve. Like, this is something that will go away eventually, and very soon here. New cards that are issued will not have the mag stripe on there due to the increased security in tap payments and chip card payments. So we definitely want you to be in a much more secure option. So we rarely offer this anymore. What's replacing that really is tap to pay, either on your iPhone or your Android. Not even needing hardware like that little plug-in on your phone, having to worry about which, whether you have the aux or the lightning end, to do that. Tap to pay on iPhone and Android has been a game changer for small businesses, being able to just take any type of payment on the go as long as it's a tap payment, and that can be um, a a tap card, or that can be a phone wallet, of any kind there. So that's multiple here. An example here of just getting that set up on I believe an Android phone here, quickly and easily. There's no additional cost, right, to do that. I know the little magstripe reader used to be like $10, or you usually got one free when you first started. But I mean, this is free to set up, no additional charges or anything like that. And we'll do a demo of that as well. And that's really what I want to get into, is more just the demo of the point of sale, because I think that's going to give us the biggest takeaways. All right, so a point of sale, right? What's it going to do for you? You're going to be able to accept every payment quickly, easily, and most importantly, securely, right? You want to have that sense of security. Your customers want to know that their data is secure, so you can absolutely do that. And with Square, you can do that, uh, and you're going to pay one rate for every single card, so you don't have to worry about if someone comes in with an Amex Rewards card, or an airline miles card, and your rate going up. And that still happens today, unfortunately, with some providers, where your rate is, you're told you have one rate, unless it's this type of card or that type of card, or whatever the situation may be. With Square, one rate for every card, whether they swipe it, insert it, tap it, um, deposits right in straight into your bank account. This says here in 1 to 2 working days, usually 2 days when you first start, and as you make more payments, usually it's the next day, as long as the payments, for any payments taken before 6 p.m. And then the thing that really revolutionized the industry when Square started was, no startup fees, no contracts, or monthly fees. You can download our app for free. You can create an account for free, um, and you not have to worry about any monthly fees. Just the transactions. We assist with dispute management or chargebacks, with the secure, tap payments, chip card payments. Very difficult to dispute those, so you want to make sure you have those. And of course, we protect all of your data. We manage the PCI compliance, so you don't have to worry about. That's the payment card industry is what that stands for, and that's what the rules and regulations around making sure card payments are secure. We handle all of that for you, so you don't have to. There are some cases or some providers where you have to pay extra to make sure that that's covered. It's all inclusive with us. Everything's all in one. And of course, we support you by phone, chat, or email. You can reach us at any time there. All right. So when we talk about point of sale, um, this is probably the most familiar look here, right? You have a grid here, um, and it's customizable. So whether it's for retail, for restaurants, for appointments, for services, we do all of that. We have different points of sale specifically for different types of businesses. So again, restaurants, retail, appointments. We have appointments based for those that are booking blocks of time versus selling just services or just a physical product. You can do that as well, but we do have that as an option. And you can create all your items, create manage your inventory, accept again all types of payments, and then integrate really everything that's part of your business. Right, long gone are the days of just having a register on your counter, and that's what happened. And but then you had a different software for your accounting and a different software for your loyalty, and maybe you had some other third party for your gift cards, things like that. So everything works all together. That's the best part of the Square ecosystem. Everything works all together. So all in one, you can log into one place and see and manage everything, all accessible from your laptop, your phone, or again our Square hardware. And so when we talk about taking all forms of payment, besides any and every single type of credit card that's out there, we also can accept Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App. We do have our own what's called Square Pay, where folks can save their card information. They don't and use that like a card on file. Or you can offer folks installments with Afterpay, which is new to the Square family as well. They can break those payments up, but they can get their product up front, and you as the merchant get paid up front as well. So again, just thinking of all the different ways you can get paid. Point of sale, again, just not that countertop device anymore. It works with your website. It works with your social media. Again, all of your other things, your email marketing, all of that, everything in one. And so, being transparent, always going to do that. What does it cost me? There is a cost to swiping a credit card that you have to pay, but we make it simple. We make it easy for you to do that. And again, one rate for every card. No startup fees or anything like that. And so we break it down here to 2.6% plus 10 cents per transaction, whether you swipe the card, they dip it with the chip or tap the card. That's going to be that one rate. Now, that's your in person, right? You can see here someone dipping the card there into the Square contactless reader. Then you have e-commerce, your website, right? That's a different type of point of sale where folks can purchase from you. That's an e-commerce transaction. That's going to be 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. So anything done online like that is going to be that 2.9%. So you have your payments in person, you have your online payments, right? So you have those two there. And there's a third one we'll talk about here in just a minute. But again, how else can you sell? Another way of accepting payments, making sure you never lose a sale, a website, right? You can absolutely build a website that integrates with your point of sale. That way all of your items are in one place, your inventory is in one place, all your reporting is in one place. You can break it all down by your sales coming from online or in person, right? Anything and everything like that. Quick and easy to do with Square. And again, just an extension of that point of sale. Then you have selling on social media, kind of an extension of your website. Your website would be your main area for your online, but you can extend it to multiple channels like Instagram, Facebook, Google Shopping, Pinterest, and of course TikTok, one of the more popular platforms out there today. Right, these are all other channels that you can expand to be able to sell your goods and services or to market yourself, so folks can come back to your website and either book an appointment or a consultation, or just straight up purchase your products and services. The best part of having your point of sale and everything else is going to be the fact that you're going to have all this data in one place, right? Our dashboard puts all of your business data in one place. And it's really just, it's business intelligence software that comes free with your Square account. And I'll show just here in the demo, just some better ways to make sure that data is going to be useful, right? From real-time reports to customer contacts, you have everything at your fingertips to make better informed business decisions and to help you plan for the future with more confidence. You're not having to wait for an end-of-day report, which we do offer. You can check your Square Analytics at any time, really, to get a handle on your sales, customers, and more there. So you can spot what's selling. It breaks it down to the item. You can do category. I mean, just a ton of data that's in there as long as you set it up properly. And I'll show you in the demo here how to do that, right? So again, that's just free with your account, however you want to do that. And so, cool. I know a little fast there. Just kind of wanted to do a brief overview of that, but really what I wanted to do was a demo, because I think it kind of comes across a little better here, and just in the easier way to do that is to show you how that works here. So let me go ahead and open up the point of sale here. And so I'm going to have the point of sale on my phone. Second here, we'll make it a little bigger here, so you can see that and not have to just look at my face. All right, so we've got the point of sale here, right? So I've got the Square point of sale. I've downloaded on my, this is on my iPhone here, so we can see that. Now, if you're familiar with Square, this is the keypad screen, right? We make it so easy to be able to make a sale here by just going and what the total's going to be $25, right? Charge it. You can then, I don't have an actual reader connected to this, but you can see I have tap to pay enabled, so I can just click tap to pay on the phone there. But that's not really the way we would want you to do that. That's great in an emergency or maybe just a one-off type of deal. But we'd rather not have you do it like that. And the reason is, let me fix this here. Go to my settings. I want to be able to see everything here. I definitely want to review the sale first. So I want to be able to review it. I want to be able to delete that here. So again, you can sign up for Square for free. You can download the app for free. You can start taking payments. The only time you get charged is when you process a transaction. But again, to that earlier point of going in here, $25, charging it, cool. It's a custom amount. It doesn't tell me what product I sold. It doesn't remove any inventory, anything like that, right? So you can do that, but I would recommend that you don't. What you would want to do is create items, right? In your point of sale, you want to create items. You can create categories, like back to the earlier point of getting better data, right? If you just have a ton of custom amount sales, it's basically useless for you, other than just knowing what your total sales are. What you can do here, my demo account, I have my bike shop. I have all of my bikes here, right? So you can see I have all my items created in here that are in there. I have my categories here. So here I have this, my tire, 7-speed fat tire cruisers. There's all the bikes that belong in that section. I have my accessories here, right? Tubes, speaker holder, bottle holder, can holder, like that. And then I have the wide ride 3-inch fat cruisers there inside of there. Now, that, and you can even go back here and you can do your favorites, right? The ones that sell, maybe you sell the most, and that way you don't have to go through there. You can just add this here, add it to the cart. Now you can see I've got phone speaker holder, and my tax goes, and I can charge that, and I can make that sale. Now, I have my inventory set up, so I can, once I sell this, my inventory will go down by 1, right? And as this goes down, it'll go down to 0, and it'll tell me it's sold out. And so now you have a better understanding of what you have in stock, what your inventory looks like, what you might need to reorder, what you might need to, not order and maybe put on sale because you have a ton of it in inventory and it's not selling, right? So you have your library here. You would much rather do that, right? I can add this bike to there, and you can see when I sell that receipt is now going to show that specific bike and that specific phone holder. So if someone comes in and has an issue and maybe wants a refund, right, I can see exactly what they purchased. Their receipt is going to show that. I'm going to have a copy in my dashboard as well. If they come in with a custom amount, how do I know what they actually really bought? Maybe maybe the price of the bikes are relatively the same, and now you have to guess, right? So it makes it much more difficult to do that. Much easier, just create items, set it up to begin with. Now I can do reports on I want to do category sales, and I can look at accessories, and I can see what my top selling accessory item is, or which of the the 3-inch fat cruisers sells the most. I can do that kind of reporting. So that's really what your point of sale is going to offer you. And go back to review sale here. We can see I can add a discount here, right? I have a 25% off here. I can add that here. You can see claim stars, right? I can earning 25 stars because I have a loyalty program enabled, right? So this customer buying this is going to be able to earn points after so many stars. They get a discount or free item or whatever, right? Not something you have to add if you don't want it, but it's something that's already integrated, so you can add that as an optional item here. Now, going back to accepting all forms of payment, right? So I don't necessarily have to have somebody in front of me to process this sale here. Let's go to charge. And we can see we can click on tap to pay on iPhone. That'll load the screen here, and then we'll be able to make that payment. We can always take cash, right? So we can collect cash from that customer in order to process a sale. Now, you'll see a note here. There are absolutely no fees for taking cash. We don't take any percentage. We don't charge you anything, right? We want you to be able to make those cash sales. Your customer's going to get a receipt, right? That transaction is going to get processed, and you're going to have that recorded. And, you'll have, now a new report for cash sales in there as well. So you can do that, and you can give out cash, right? So if somebody can say 586, they give me 600, we can tender that, and then we can give them change, right? So of course you can always take cash. Gift cards, you can integrate gift cards as well. You can sell electronic gift cards online, and folks can use those gift cards in person in your store if you have a brick and mortar store, and they can use them on your website as long as you're using Square for both, right? So if I have a $100 gift card, I can spend $50 in the store. I can spend $50 on the website, right? It doesn't matter. It's all integrated. So you can do that. So you can do partial gift card and partial cash, or partial gift card and partial credit card, right? For those of you that are service-based, doing consulting, events, things like that, right? You can do invoices. So you can click here. You can send an invoice to someone. This is an electronic, again, back to those costs earlier. We have this is going to be an e-commerce transaction because we're going to send it by email. They're going to click on it. They're going to pay it online, right? So we can send them that. Or we can set up a payment schedule. Maybe we want to do 50% now, 50% for when the service is due. So we have a lot of businesses that just use the invoices piece as their whole point of sale, because that's what they're doing there, right? So you can do that. So you can absolutely do invoices. You can send an invoice, 50%, down payment. They pay that online. You go to do the work, and maybe now the other 50% is due. They can pay that on the invoice, or you can take their card right in person, right? So you can absolutely do that for that. So that's an option. Pay with QR code, right? So you can have someone just scan this with their phone, open it up, they pay it online, or you can post this QR code on your social media, and someone can scan it and make a purchase there, and you can fix to ship that out however you want to do that. One of my favorites here, and I think of it as kind of almost e-commerce or online and invoices, kind of hybrid and kind of a light version. So you can send a payment link. So you can go here, you can share the link via your email or social or however, or you can send it via text message. I'll send that. I'm not going to put my phone in there. I set myself a text message link here. You can see I've got that. I can just click on the link here, and that will open up online a secure checkout page where I can then make payment for that order. And if I have Apple Pay or Google Pay enabled on my phone, I can use those, or I can just put in my card number, or again, Cash App Pay is in there. You'll see Cash App in here because Cash App is a Square company. It's a peer-to-peer money transfer system. So it's integrated, of course, because it's one of our own companies. So real quick, real easy. Like in this example here at my bike shop, somebody calls in and says, "Hey, I see you've got one more of that pink 7-speed UFO fat tire cruiser. I want to buy it before anybody else does. How can I pay for it?" Cool. Let me, what's your phone number? Let me send you a link right now. You can pay it, and I'll set it aside, right? And then they just click here. They make that payment. Now it shows 0 in stock, and no one else can buy it. This is I love this for just payments on the go. If you're posting via social media, maybe you have unique items, right? And someone says, "Oh, hey, I saw this denim jacket that you created. It looks like it's an extra large. That's my size. I want to buy it. How do I do that?" Cool. And they DM you that. Cool. Let me just send you this link. You can just copy the link, send it to them in the DM. They make a payment, and rearrange, and then you can arrange for them to pick it up or ship, or however you want to do that. It's a really great way of doing payments there as well. All right, so we have Cash App Pay. Again, someone can just open up their Cash App account, scan that, authorize the payment, done deal. Again, you're not even handling the credit card at that point. You can do card on file. So if you have a customer that you're normally working with, you can save their card on file. They can, maybe, Square is always buying bikes from me, and they can call up, "Hey, we want to buy another bike. We could do an employee giveaway. Let's buy this one. Just charge the card on file." Cool. I've got this card ending in 1111. Process that. Done. Right. Again, they don't have to send me a card number. I don't have to ask for card information, anything like that. Right. So tons of different ways you can make payments. Right. And again, this doesn't include just being in front of someone, taking a card. Tap to pay is automatic on here because I don't have a reader associated with it. If I had a chip card reader, it would give me the option to tap or chip on that as well. Again, you have your website. You can integrate with your social media, and they can actually buy from your posts. If like on Instagram example, you've probably seen some posts that have like a little shopping bag on there, right? They've integrated their inventory, their online store. You can do that with Square as well, so they can buy right from the app and not even go, have to go somewhere else. Easy to do that. All right, the last one I have on here is manual credit card entry, and I have it on here more as an education piece because you can absolutely do this if you, as the business owner, choose to do this. I highly recommend you do not. Right, so manual credit card entry is me going in here and typing in the credit card, and you can see right there we have it. Manually entered cards have a higher processing fee of 3.5% plus 15 cents per transaction. Credit card companies, banks do not like these manually entered transactions. Much higher risk of fraud, right? Very rare that someone's going to be like, "Oh yeah, I just have my card number written down here," or just give you a number, right? That's very rare that they're going to do that in person, right? So higher risk of fraud. That's why there's a higher fee associated with that. So again, you can do this. We allow you to do this if you so choose to, but I want to let you know, obviously it's a much higher fee, so you're costing yourself money. Much easier to just send them a payment link or an invoice or have them scan a QR code, right, to do all that versus manually entering the card on your end. You can disable this functionality on your point of sale, but I re-enabled to show you that. I would just recommend, again, highly recommend that you don't do that as a business. Again, it's costing you more money. It's going to cost you more money if that does end up being a fraudulent, transaction, and you end up losing out on the total sale. Cost you even more money. So you can remove that as well. So I'm going to go here, more settings, checkout, and payments. And let's scroll down here. We've got manual credit card entry, and I'm going to remove that. Right, I want to take that out. You can add check on here as well. I don't know when the last time I ever saw someone take a check. Again, we won't process the check. We're not going to check to see if it's good or anything like that. You're just taking it like you would cash, and you would have to take it to the bank and deposit that. I don't have it on here or anything like that. All right, so we can see lots of different ways you can do that. Actually, let me go into my items here. Actually, go here to items, all items. Let's look at this bike here, and we can see we talked about inventory, right? So we have stock on hand 15 available to sell, right? So if I sell one via the point of sale on my phone, that goes down to 14. Someone buys one of these same bikes on my website, it goes down to 13, right? So it's all syncing. So you don't ever have to worry about overselling an item or having to count inventory for your in-person sales and your online sales. Everything integrates, so it's all in one place, making it much easier for you to be able to do business in a better manner, right? So you can do that, and once it sells out, then you can either leave it sold out, you can remove it, or you can change the stock amount and start selling it again. Okay, that's entirely up to you. All right, here, and so we have again all of my items here. A unique one here, we have Lego Martin. I use some examples there of our product photography app that you can use that can remove backgrounds. And that's just an example of that. My discount here, again, you can just do a ton of things with that. It makes it really versatile, makes it really easy for you to be able to do business in any type of manner, in person, online, and in between. All of that is integrated, makes it much easier for you to do. If you're a mobile business, a new business, a micro business, right, you're already doing a lot of your business on your phone anyway. It makes it so much easier to just have this on your phone as well and manage all of your payments there. You can, of course, log in on a browser and do this as well. You can do this on a tablet. You can download the app on a tablet. Of course, you can do that on our hardware, the stand, the terminal, the handheld, or anything or any of those other hardware options as well. So you have a lot of options, right, for your point of sale. And really just want to, again, hammer the point home that it's not just something that goes on your counter. Those days are long gone, right? Everything needs to be integrated. Your loyalty, your gift cards, your marketing, right? If someone was to, if I do email marketing, I send out that blast and I can start seeing, someone, people are using this code, selling a lot with it, right? So there's a lot of ways you can do that. It's just smarter business to have everything integrated and all speaking to each other. Less work on you, right? Where everything is all together in one place makes your accounting much easier. All of your funds are all in one place, going into one place. So it makes that much easier. So appreciate the time today, allowing me to talk about all things Square and Square point of sale. Again, different options out there. We've got the standard point of sale. We have Square for restaurants, which has it's a point of sale for restaurants with things like table management, right? Reservations, things that are going to be more specific to a restaurant that you might need. Same for retail, better inventory controls, cost per goods, things like that. Then we have Square for appointments, barbershop, nail salon, things like that, where you're needing to book blocks of time. You get a free online booking site with that as well for folks to be able to just do that online, book their appointments. You can, you don't have to be worrying about answering the phone anytime somebody, wants to book an appointment or having to call you. Everything's done online, and you're able to just let them do that. They can cancel online, reschedule online, book online, and you can, do your work that you're doing without having to, to be interrupted. So a real big time saver for you there. So again, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it, and have a great day.